welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Sideline. It is head coach Sean McDermott. His guys looking for a repeat of last week's win here. Facing off against him, head coach John Harbaugh of the Ravens. His side also occupying playoff position, so might be a rematch we see play out this postseason. Jackson looking to throw right away. And his first pass falls incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And it sets up second down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
180! 180! Finish it!
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. He'll check this one down, complete to the fullback. And it's a quality effort here as he's pushed out right along the 40. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
From the 40-yard line now, this is first and 10. Shotgun snap to Jackson. And they're going to tag a defender with this one.
Pass interference. Defense.
He got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. Penalty yardage marked off. Here's first and 10. Lamar now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Getting 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
Good offenses. Good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
First down, here's Lamar. Throw left side is nabbed by Bateman. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be first and goal now.
17 more yards. That's another Baltimore first down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
They've made it to first and goal on their opening drive, hoping to start this game with 6. Pistol snap to Jackson. Makes the catch. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Alpha, Salat! Salat! Ready!
Throwing now on first down, it's Jackson. Bateman hauls it in. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. They pick up 14 yards on that one, and that's good for a Ravens first down.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
First down throw for Jackson. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Dive play straight ahead. And he's going to be bottled up just a few yards into that second down run. So we're through one as everyone tries to stay warm on what has been a very cold night. Both teams neck and neck so far. Back to the bank in just a moment. Back at beginning of the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They start out with a 3rd and 6. 3rd and long, they're going to throw. It isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down. Baltimore lined up in punt formation. And he'll try to hit this one well. And it's the same as a touchback here. This one down right at the 20-yard line. The Bills and James Cook making their way back out on offense now. And with the end of the season... So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
180! Good! 180!
From the gun, Jackson. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
You know those elite zone defenses in basketball, Kane, it just feels like they're everywhere, clogging up every passing lane. This quarterback, well, he felt the same thing when he dropped back, nowhere to go but for a sack.
After the sack, let's see what the offense does here. 2nd and 18 coming up. Here's Lamar. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. The Buffalo's going to call it 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. This is a tough spot to be in. It's 3rd and very long. 3rd and long for him here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Intended target there was Xavier Worthy. So that brings up 4th and long. The Ravens getting ready for the punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop. On first down, Jackson. Knocked away, that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, that brings up second down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets two, it could have gone the other way.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 once again from the 20. There's a dive up the middle. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he'll pull, he's way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
Now hit, and Jackson loses the ball. And this goes out of bounds. The fumble, not ideal, but hey, did end up being a small gain on the play.
You know, those defensive guys, they will tell you that the sidelines are best friend, right? A lot of these routes are trying to push the receivers and move the real estate. Well, sometimes the sidelines could be an offensive player's best friend when that ball bounces harmlessly out of bounds.
Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Looking to throw. He rolls to his right. And they got home. Sacked him on 4th down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Jackson. Finds his man over the middle. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and he forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
Short pass brought in. And he'll be blocked down a step or two shy in midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Now here's Lamar. On the move, past the 40. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Coming deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And the fumble recovery is made. Trying to work quickly now.
Brings up 2nd down.
Now it's Lamar. This one's to Andrews outright. And he works this to the 38 before going down. All right, we reach the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's the Ravens' ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach. Gotta figure out this 3rd down here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert.
sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Hey, Alpha, sit on.
Working inside the red zone. Flushed out of the pocket. Catch is made in close. And he's out just before he can hit the end zone. But what a nice 1st and goal here from the 2.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual-threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
Again, it's Jackson to the air. And that is Koch. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens making a 4-point game here in the 4th. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little...
Sit on. Sit on. 180. Sit on.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with him in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
Sit on.
Throwing again here on 2nd and 10, Jackson. All in left side. Continuing to move past the 45. And progress finally halted after he picks up a chunk.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them the 1st down.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45.
180. 180.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Pride connecting with Xavier Worthy there. And now they face 2nd down. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
On the move, hit it right. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming 3rd down.
Just an incredible, incredible effort out of him today. And the type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
Going for Andrews, and it's intercepted. Picked up. Bills fight their way to a win on the road. And I don't care what point in the season it is, Brock. I don't care what your record is. You come into the reigning champs building and take them down. That is a huge victory to carry forward.
And I think that's the point right there, carrying it forward. In baseball, they love to say momentum is the next day's starting pitcher. I think it's different in football, and especially when you take down the champ, that's going to give them confidence as this season moves along.
Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Bills as we say so long from